Hello, everyone, and welcome in. It's time once again for Hockey Night in the PD. Yes, indeed, tonight we are celebrating the history of hockey heritage here in the PD region with Pride Night, honoring the PD Pride hockey team. Several former players on hand here tonight. Video tributes pouring in from all over the place. Guys who couldn't make it down here to Florence for the game tonight. It's going to be a fantastic night, and if you're scanning the jerseys in the crowd, you're going to see not only the IceCats crossover jerseys with the Pride, but you're also going to see a lot of classic Pride jerseys out there in the red, black, yellow, and white of the old team colors. The heritage of hockey history here in the PD goes back almost 3 decades, and the fans here were so excited when the PD IceCats came back to town and brought hockey back here to Florence Center. A lot of memories being shared tonight. We'll have some of those for you a little later in the program as well, but a lot to look forward to here this evening as it's the second of a back-to-back against the Athens Rock Lobsters. Now, last night, a 7-round shootout that was won by Athens, a game that PD had to rally to tie 4 times. It went to overtime, tied at 6. It was 1-1, 3-3, 5-5, and then finally 6-6. Through the overtime, I wouldn't have guessed we wouldn't have a goal scorer. But we didn't through the 3-on-3, and so the shootout goes 7 rounds, and it was there that Philip Virgili scored in the bottom of round 7 to give Athens the extra point. So that sets Athens up as coming into tonight 26-8-0-3-4, 92 points. PD 19-19, 4-1-0, 63 points. Now, here's an interesting note for you for this evening. Athens at 92 points. Their magic number is 6. So if the Rock Lobsters win tonight in regulation and the Twin City Thunderbirds happen to lose, then Athens will clinch a playoff spot. Now, no, that doesn't lock Twin City out of the playoffs, but it just means Athens is locked in and gets them one step closer to being able to compete in the postseason. Now, also the same thing for Monroe tonight, by the way, as the Moccasins come in with 92 points. If they win in regulation and Twin City happens to lose, they also clinch a playoff berth. So just something to keep an eye on. But the IceCats right now are sitting 8 points in front of Twin City, comfortably but not too comfortably in that fourth and final playoff spot in the Continental Division. We have plenty more coming your way here this evening on our Powers Properties pregame show, including our pregame chat with head coach Gary Graham. That'll be coming your way next, and then we're not too far away, just about 10 minutes from the drop of the puck here on Pride Night in the PD. IceCats and Rock Lobsters coming your way in just a bit.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back before tonight's game against the Athens Rock Lobsters, second of two here on the weekend. Gary Graham joining us, head coach. Gary, last night, I don't know if we've seen a game like that this season. At least I don't think I have. It was just crazy. You guys tied it 4 times, go to OT, and then a shootout that goes 7 rounds. That one was kind of a wild one. Give us your thoughts on the 65 plus.
It was an emotional roller coaster for everybody in the building, both coaches, all the staff. I'm sure the fans too would agree. Again, kudos to the guys for scratching and clawing. You know, we were playing from behind the whole game. Not ideal when you're playing a team like Athens. It's obviously got good firepower, very well coached. But again, you know, the second period of the game got away from us. We got a little bit riverboat gambling with the hockey. You were going rush for rush, tick for tack, and again, that team's so good off the rush, and you can see what they could do off the rush. Again, power play, got a couple power play goals, which was huge. You know, for us, we got to reemphasize how we scored our 5-on-5 goals. It was all about driving the net. We got to drive the net, we got to shoot, we got to crash the net. The last few games that we've had against opponents, we've had more time and space. Athens is checking extremely well. They're big, they're rangy, long stick-on puck details. So our time and space is not what we're used to having. So again, it's the importance of just getting pucks funneled to the net, crashing the net, and using our speed versus their D. That's what we got to do tonight.
Especially in the third period, once you lost Dom, I know it was kind of just a lot of shuffling of things, but I mean, considering a lot of those combinations we hadn't even seen before this year, the guys played pretty well together.
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up because, again, it was like the old Powerball lottery system. Nick Graham had the whole bingo thing going, and we were just calling out 067 and 45, and it was just everybody was playing with everybody. And, you know, again, down 2 goals against a good team. When we only had, I think we were down to 7 forwards at one time, 4D. It was crazy. A lot of guys played a lot of minutes. A lot of guys had to get IV drips today, get their electrolytes and all their fluids back up because it was an exhausting game for both teams. But, again, I want to tip my hat to Athens, too. It was a good, clean, hard-nosed hockey game, and that's great for the FPHL. It's great for the fans.
Well, you get Hamilton back in the lineup tonight. I imagine that's going to make a big impact for you as well.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's ready to go. He felt so bad when, you know, he got the suspension right when he comes in, right? And obviously, primarily, he's a defenseman. That's what he was for me in Pensacola this year in the coast. He's been a left wing, a power left winger, but he's very responsible, good skater, well conditioned. We're actually going to use him tonight on our third line, and again, try to get him more involved on the forecheck, getting to the net hard. You know, he's a guy that's going to buy into the game plan and bring that extra leadership.
Well, I imagine, too, it's hard to play so physical again, especially when you went so long last night, but that's kind of the recipe, isn't it? It
is, and that's what we got to do. We got to roll all 10 forwards consistently all game. You know, you're going to see some different line combinations. I want to make sure we're going to see how the pace looks in the first period. But again, this is a bigger, faster, stronger Athens roster than we've ever seen with the recent additions of the transactions that they made. So, you know, we got to make sure that our legs are underneath us to have success.
I know that when we go into keys to the game, which I want to do now, discipline always highlights it, right? I imagine that's the lead off here.
It is, and again, you look at what happened last night in the second period. Obviously, we lose one of our best players for half the game in Dom, and you know he feels bad about it. You know, I expect a big game from him tonight. But you know, when you lose one of your top guys to an undisciplined thing about barking at the refs, it's never good for you. But again, I'm excited to see what he can do for the club tonight. I know how he feels. And then again, we also lost one of our best draw guys, our best centerman for almost the whole third period, in Dennis Zajac, due to some cramping and due to some other issues that he was having. So he scored that big power play goal net front, but then we lost him the rest of the game. So, you know, there were some key guys. Popoff was out for quite a bit last night too as well. So, you know, it'd be nice to get everybody in the flow of the game, get everybody their minutes, and come out with 3 points.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Tom.
Back with a drop of the puck in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trusted team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer. Serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture. Affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California.
I want fajitas, Cancun. I get burrito from Terra.
Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing. Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved. Papa PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And your anthem tonight, presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson, as we're getting ready to go here tonight on Pride Night. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Tom Callahan here with you. Looking forward to a great rematch with the Athens Rock Lobsters. It was a 7-round shootout last night that went 7-6 to Athens. Now, PD does get a single point out of the deal, but tonight they're going to try to go ahead and get back to the win column here this evening and deny the Rock Lobsters a chance to end up clinching a playoff spot tonight, as we have a ceremonial puck drop coming up on the ice. You're going to see a lot of PD Pride faces, names. You're going to see some videos if you're on the YouTube side. We have it in our first intermission that you'll be able to see that, as well as listen in on the radio side. And Jan Vodraska, the Pride legend, 2,500 minutes in penalties over the course of his career in the American Hockey League, the International Hockey League, the East Coast League, and I think he even had a quick stop in the U-Haul in there as well in the old United Hockey League. But he will come out and play at least an opening shift here. He's in the starting lineup, brought to you by Seminar Brewing Company. And now they unfurl the banner for Alan Sirwa, who had his number retired here in PD, and interestingly enough, the banners, well, we've recreated them because we don't know where they went. But here's Alan Sirwa. Let's hear what he has to say.
This is awesome. Obviously, thanks to the fans, you guys are unbelievable. You were back then and you are today. I'll take that time as well to thank my family. Chrissy and Lex are here tonight. Thank you, I love you guys. Also my teammates. Some of them are here, some are not here, but without them, this would never happen. I wouldn't have the career I have here in PD. So I love playing here, love you guys, and this is awesome. Let's get a win tonight. Let's go.
So Alan Sirwa with his familiar number 12 now hanging from the rafters here as the Pride Night festivities just getting it going. I don't know if they told him they were going to unveil his banner or not. I don't know if they did. It looked like he was genuinely caught by surprise. So taking a look, starting in goal for the IceCats, it is going to be Brendan Colgan. Colgan is 10-13-0-3 on the year with a .867 save percentage, 4.32 goals against, and a shutout to his credit, which he picked up last time out. And then Matt Sales, that's right, the former IceCat himself, 3-4-0-0 with an .878 save percentage and a 3.75 goals against average. Defensively, it's going to be McGill, Diaz, and Popoff, and then it is Gullo out there with Vodraska and Hamilton. As Hamilton returns from suspension, he'll be wearing number 3. And on the left side, he'll put one in. And there goes Vodraska up on the forecheck. He gets right in after the puck, centers it, and Mac takes it away. Oh, my goodness. Jan went right in there for it. Almost made something happen right away as Colgan backhands one around the far side. Vodraska and Greco locking up. I'll tell you what, I know he's 49 years old, but I do not want to mess with Jan Vodraska. Gullo up in the forecheck here as PD goes to the shift change here quickly. Here's Gullo turning it back in as Legkov feeds him on the left side. He'll curl and lost the puck in space there, and so it's turned back out to center. By the way, the IceCats tonight wearing special one-off PD Pride / IceCats jerseys. And so they'll have these tonight, and they'll be on Dash for auction if you're interested in picking those up for yourself. And now we get a penalty coming up here against Athens in the early going as Dennis Sidechick will leave it off behind the net. Della Savita around to the left side as the goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. And now up on the right wing, here come the IceCats on the left side. Here's Legkov in with a shot off the knob of the stick there on Sales, and finally the touch. 121 into this opening frame, and already shorthanded for the Rock Lobsters. You know what? I might call them the Pride a few times tonight because they got that Pride logo on the jerseys, but if I do, fans, you know who I'm talking about. Lowell into the box for tripping. 1:21 time of the first Chick-fil-A power play for the IceCats. 2 for 5 in last night's game for PD. Puck is cleared down the ice to start things out here. Here comes Patrick's Marcinkiewicz in on the right side. He'll put it towards Frolov. On the right side, Dominic's Marcinkiewicz over to Patrick's. Patrick's into the slot. Dominic's to the right point of bouncer. Frolov chopped it back. Patrick's over to Dominic's on the right half wall. Dominic's trying to find space to the dot. Flips it across. Blocked to the line, but not out. Patrick shot through a screen. Save made. Rebound there is cleared, and down it goes. So now Marcinkiewicz will turn up the right side with it. They'll work in on the left wing. Push that into the corner. And now the puck sent back down the ice, and Colgan will come out to play it. They'll work it around. Here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz leaving it off, and Legkov up the left wing. Cutting it over the line. Legkov carrying it wide. Banks it back to the left point. Marcinkiewicz ripped a shot wide. Might have hooked that one with a toe, and now back the other way comes Milan. Milan in on the wing with a drive, and he rips that around the glass all the way back to center. Oh, past Legkov. It had so much juice behind it. Legkov would have been away with a 2-on-1 otherwise. 44 seconds to go with a man advantage, and the IceCats will begin to change it up here. Second power play unit steps out. McGill Diaz moving ahead as Gullo with him. McGill Diaz into the left side corner. Gullo over there looking to help him out. Sent around the rim. It goes to the far side. Houston Wilson hustling down, trying to get to it. That one is tapped back by Johnson and cleared out by the Rock Lobsters. So Colgan has to scoop it away. Up the near wing, here's McGill Diaz. Cross ice, Della Savita off his skate. He lost the handle on it. Another chance for a clear here for Athens, and as they just kill the rest of this power play off, they send it down the ice one more time, and that'll do it. 0 for 1 for the IceCats. Hamilton will leave it off for Della Savita. They'll try to move it ahead. Legkov turning back with it. Right side, Hamilton. In over the line, try to roll it down towards Frolov. That one did not get through. and turn the other way. By the way, Timur Razilov tonight is wearing number 28. As there is a number 7, there's a mix-up apparently with a number 7 jersey, so Razilov is 28. Puck stays in the PD end right now. Up the left wing side, Hamilton. And it's cleared back into the Athens end of things here. 4:20 gone here in the first. Scoreless so far. As that puck tipped in, Abdullah with it. Gets it over onto the right wing side, and now Bedard ahead. Dominic Smarson-Kevics pushing in with Wilson. Onto the left side, it's deflected off a skate, taken away by the Rock Lobsters. Mack. And on the left wing side, Mack delays, waits, wrister, tipped in on goal. Colgan the save on a redirect. As that one went right off the shin pads in front of the net of Leafers, who had crashed to the front of the crease. Pretty good crowd on hand here already, and what was a very warm day here in the PD. Sitting in the low to mid 80s, depending on where you were. Colgan fixing the gear here. Draw to his right. Face-off is one in behind the net, and he'll try to play it around to the near side. Frolov ahead looking for Zajac. Turned right back down the other way in on Colgan. He'll steer it aside for Della Savita. Tipped out by Legkov. Zajac hustling, trying to force Kolatarsi into a turnover, and he almost did just that, but the bouncing puck does find a way out to center. Back the other way on the right side. Leafers feeding it into the corner. Mack left it on the near side, right onto the stick of Frolov, and Frolov will go back the other way. 3-on-3, they move through center. Right side to Zajac. In over the line. Zajac with a wrist shot and a glove save. Sails. He'll hang on to that. 5:18 gone here in the first. Scoreless so far. First period action presented by your PD area GMC dealers. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 5:18 into this first period. We are scoreless so far. Face-off coming up to the left of Sales. And it is flipped on out to center by Athens. And here's Milan trying to drive wide and in on the backhand. Colgan paddle down, save, and the rebound ends up in the pads. He'll hang on to that one. Garrett Milan coming off a hat trick last night. Diving right in on goal. Face off again to the left of Colgan here. Gullo in across from Lowell for the draw. And Gullo, second effort, able to scoop that one back. Cleared off the glass out to center. Knocked down there. And cleared back the other way. Popoff puts a shoulder into his man as the puck dumped in. Miguel Diaz right back up that far side wall. Cleared across onto the left side. Here's Hamilton through center. He'll delay onto the left wing with a long wrist shot. Tipped up into the netting. That'll get us a whistle as well. And a face-off coming up to the right of the Rock Lobsters net. yesterday in the first period, not a ton of shots in that opening frame for these two teams, but each team scored a goal and had some pretty good chances. The game did open up a couple of times. I mentioned yesterday, and it was reiterated by Gary Graham of the pregame show in our chat that we had there about, how trading chances with Athens is not the way to go. And when you end up trading those chances back and forth, you run into problems, and Athens took advantage of it a couple of times. So it's definitely on PD to make sure that they do not trade those chances here tonight as Abdella into the left side after it. Puck dribbles right in front of the net, taken away there by Hamilton, and he'll just pull out the wedge and set it down the ice. A little too much mustard on the chip, though, as that one rolls off the back of the green for an icing. Face-off will come back down to the right of Colgan. Robinson, Hamilton, Gullo, the current lineup out there, along with Abdella and Bedard. And John Bartuccio Pereira, brand new signing, coming to this team. Out there wearing number 63 here on defense as it's moved ahead by Hamilton. He is challenged by Bartuccio Pereira. Gullo keeping it in at the right point. And finally it's pushed away by Athens. They try to bring it ahead. Here's Lukariev in with a wrist shot, ripped it wide. Around the rim it goes. Kept into the right point by Paralot. Razilov with the backhand of the line, not out. Paralot stepping down the right side boards. Tried to dance in front of shot. He sent it wide. Kept in up top at the left point, now to the right dot. Paralot into the slot, cutting across Van Durken's shot. That one hit Della Savita. Della Savita pushed his man off the puck. Croucher tried to center. Held up once and twice. Hamilton ahead to Legkov. Legkov's up all alone. Cutting in, though. High slot. Trying to go across the flow here. Has to take it back out to center. That allows PD to finish the change as McGill Diaz leaving it off. Popoff up the right side off the skates of Frolov. Sent right back as Frolov is detained near the Athens bench. He's finally let go. Puck into the see? Told you I'd call him the Pride eventually. Into the IceCats end of things here is Legkov trying to move it out. It is Pride Night, and they do have Pride logos on those jerseys. By the way, don't forget, log into that Dash auction on the Dash app as that one goes down for another icing call here. If you don't have the Dash app, text the word Dash, D-A-S-H, to 66866. That's 66866. Download it, create your account. When you do, make sure you tell them that the PD IceCats are your favorite team, and then set it up for the notifications every time an auction goes live. If you bid on an item, if you're outbid on an item, you will be notified. And all kinds of cool things pop up on Dash all the time, so it's worth having it on the phone. Take a look here and there, see what's going on. Face off one back, pop off up the glass with it. Left point Johnson holding it in. Milan put it into traffic, and now it kicks out to Frolov. Frolov quickly through center. In on the left wing side. Frolov stops, falls. Lost the puck there. Zajac trying to help out into the slot. Legkov comes up with it. Legkov doesn't have a lot of room at the line. Chopped back in. Nice keep by Abdella. Frolov will drive behind the net. Swings it right into the goal crease, and Sales got the mid on it quickly. Face-off will end up to the right of Matt Sales. It'll be the Marcinkiewicz twins out with Wilson. Abdella and Bedard remain. Dominics will take the face-off here. He tries to win it back towards Wilson. Still tied up. Puck in the circle. Fed to the left point. Abdella with a long shot. Stick safe. Left side on the rebound. Marcinkiewicz down to Wilson. Ends up with Abdella. Over to the right point, Bedard. Bedard. Rister in on goal. That one hit a D in front, and the rebound is cleared away. Athens will skate it to center before dumping it in. They say no icing here, as Leafers beating that puck into the zone. Abdella tying him up. Wilson reversing it around. Bedard. Right side. Dominic Marcinkiewicz now ahead to Wilson at center. He's in with Patricks. They weave right into one another, but Dominic follows it up. He moves in. Wanted to feed it in front to Wilson, but that pass, I think they lost a little something off the end of the stick. They say no icing here as it's waved off on the clear. I don't know if Dominic Marcinkiewicz thought maybe Sales was going to lead away from the post and tried to slide it in. He never did leave the post. Houston Wilson was wide open in front. Back up the left wing. It's tossed in to the PD end of things. Scooped up there quickly. Hamilton will loop out from behind the net. He is challenged by Croucher. Gets through that check. A backhand pass to the left side. Della Savita. Cross corner dump. On to the right wing side. Gilbert steps up after it. Gullo can't get to it as it's rolled past him. Puck still rolling all the way into the PD end. Across is a shot, deflected away as Pereira let it go. Comes right back up the slot once again. Fed to the left wing, Lukariev on it. Lukariev to the left point. Long shot by Shinkarik, hit a body. And now a turn ahead, and here's Lenkov in alone. Lenkov, Perlak catches him from behind to the backhand, and Sales makes the save. And a quick whistle down there. That'll stop the play. 9:51 into the first period. I'll tell you what, Lenkov had a stride or two on Perlak, who caught him from behind. That was a heck of a burst. And then Sales made sure he got that left pad out to shut him down as he tried to go to the backhand on the far post. Zajac, Lenkov, Frolov out there up front with Popoff and McGill Diaz on the blue line. Top of the circle, a shot, and that one is deflected just wide. Lenkov over after the rebound. Lenkov up top to his right. Lenkov trying to drive it on the wall. Puck goes back to the point. He'll send it around the rim. Zajac over there on the far side. Frolov following up the play behind the net. Here's Lenkov. Lenkov out the far side. He'll cycle it back down. Milan comes up with it off the glass and out of the zone. Now it's Johnson. He'll beat out the icing. Gets there first. McGill Diaz pins him against the boards, and he turns it over. Frolov challenged by Johnson, though. And now, again, 3 forecheckers in, and it's stolen back by Athens. Here's a wraparound by Johnson, and a poke check there by Colgan. Zajac back the other way to Frolov. Frolov moving in. Left side. Wrist shot. Sails the left pad save, and Milan clears the rebound to center. Abdella's going to back up with it. He'll feed it across, hooked up the left side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz knocked down as he tried to get up after the puck. Into the left side corner, Hamilton around. He bumps with Greco. Set up the near side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz steals it back. Bouncer off the skate of Virgili now. He'll try the left wing. Shinkarik with a long lead ahead. That one is broken up by Abdella. And he gets it right back out to center. Athens must hold. Now they tag up. 8:48 to go here in the first. No score so far. Right side, here's Virgili cutting in, feeding it across. And a shot there. Right pad save Colgan coming in from the point. Virgili, bottom of the near circle, feeding it into the slot. There's a shot, left pad again. Colgan down to the right point. Greco, he'll let it go. Save Colgan. He pounces on the rebound in the crease. And he'll freeze it with 8:28 to go in the first. Scoreless so far. First period action presented by your local area GMC dealers. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, first period action. We are scoreless so far. Tom Callahan here with you. It is Pride Night. A lot of PD Pride jerseys here in the building. Love to see it. The old ECHL days. And yes, indeed, yours truly did call some games that featured Jan Vodraska, who's the celebrity player tonight. As it'll be brought ahead, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. In on the right side. Marcinkiewicz, puck to the right point. Della Savita, long shot, missed the net. Wilson, up to the left point off of Razilov. It goes out to center. He'll play it across. Della Savita quickly ahead. Into the skates. Marcinkiewicz, right side to Dominics, but it's knocked away. And out on the change, Miguel Diaz will come to pick up the puck. He'll give it to Dominics. He leaves it off for Patrick's. Patrick's back for Dominics. Pass picked off. Now on the left side, moving in. There's a quick shot, and that one was blocked away as Croucher couldn't get it through the legs of Popov. And now turned over to Popov in the corner again. His stretch to center, and now away is Patrick's. Marcinkiewicz rolling puck, flattens in, shoots, and that one just missed high to the blocker's side. Patrick's had to make a quick move, turned over down low. Wilson in front again, pass blocked. Wilson on the right side. He'll cycle it into the right wing corner to Dominics. He's spun around, knocked down. Wilson on it over there to help him out on the wall. Puck in the skates, and now to be pulled out of there by Van Durken. He'll get the center. Feed it across to Glukariev. In over the line, he's knocked down by Miguel Diaz, and again a breakaway for Patrick's. Marcinkiewicz moving in, shoots, and again he misses high, going to the blocker. Puck kept in right side, Miguel Diaz, and that is knocked into the right side corner. Miguel Diaz stays deep. Swung around away by Paralot up the near side. Popov trying to attack and keep it in. It's knocked out to center here. Van Durken's going to turn it back. Athens is looking for a change. 6:40 to go in the first. No score. Back-to-back breakaways for Patrick's. Marcinkiewicz couldn't connect. Paralot with a shot. Left pad saved Colgan. Now up the other way. Here's Robinson to center. He'll swing it around the wall. Into the right side corner up after it. Gilbert back towards Robinson. Robinson to the left point. Abdella has a lane, shoots, and a glove save sails. Saw it all the way, and he'll hang on. Not once, but twice. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz thought he saw daylight high blocker. The first time he had a rolling puck. Had to settle it and make a quick decision. Second time he decided to go back to it, see if he could make it work. And was just unable to hit the rectangle there. Zajac into the faceoff. He'll win it back towards Abdella at the left point. He forces it cross corner. Around is Johnson. Johnson tried to clear, put it right into the skates of Frolov, but it does get over the line. Abdella back into his own end. IceCats up the left side. Here comes Zajac. Zajac getting it across. Frolov and Legkov into the zone here. Bouncing puck in behind the net. Johnson up the left side, and Milan will take it out to center. Milan one-handing it into the near corner. Bedard trying to play it back up the boards. Johnson over after it. Malik Johnson has to feed it back out to center. Shinkarik backing up. He's pressured by Legkov. Gives it to Greco, who's watched by Zajac. They'll loop back and go D to D on the reset here, and now the IceCats working on a change. As that one fired in on Colgan, they'll just catch it, toss it aside here. Houston Wilson is pressured immediately. Athens is really aggressive on the forecheck, and PD seems to think they have time to burn when they're back there. They just don't have the urgency to the breakout, and right away they give it up in the slot. Here's Mack in with a shot. He scores. Turnover in the slot, and again, that Athens forecheck made that whole play happen. Rewind it 30 seconds. And PD just not on it enough to render that forecheck ineffective. Athens takes a 1-0 lead. 5:10 to go. And again, the turnover leads to a puck in the back of the net. So it's 1-0. Athens here late in the first. Razilov will move it across to Della Savita off the faceoff. Mack with the goal. As Robinson, left side to Gullo. Gullo with a wrist shot. Tumbling in on goal, caught by Sales, and, well, late on the whistle there. Robinson was in a collision behind the net. 4:49 to go in the first. It's now 1-0 Athens. We'll take our final break of the period. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
The cows are falling. The cows are falling. There's cows everywhere. Yeah, just Chick-fil-A stuffed cows dropping from parachutes. That's all. No cause for alarm. But certainly, for some people, cause for celebration when they do catch one of them. Chick-fil-A, another fine sponsor here of IceCats hockey. Here at the Florence Center, it's 1-0 Athens in the lead, 4:49 to go. In the first period, draw to the right of former IceCat Matt Sales getting the nod here for the Rock Lobsters tonight, as that one is sent all the way down for an icing call right off that face-off. Let's go back down and do it again. Gullo, Gilbert, and Robinson will be replaced here by, let's see, Zajac, Frolov, and Legkov. Face off, one back to the left point. Della Savita with pressure, a shot in on goal. Stick save Sales. Left side Legkov trying to spin in there after it. He fell down. Greco went over top of him. Puck is cleared out to center. Glukariev dumping it in from there as Della Savita stood him up. Razilov back after it. Up the near side, Della Savita. Razilov in the corner, right point. And that shot is ripped wide over to the far side. Van Durkin. Athens with a 1-0 lead here, trying to make something happen on the cycle. Far side, Della Savita trying to separate Glukariev. He steers it right in front to the back door and knocked away from Croucher at the last moment. Good alert play there by Legkov. Legkov behind his own net, pinched off it. Van Durkin with it, banks it up to the left point. Maye feeds it low, looking for a bank behind the net. And nice stick there by Colgan to block that pass by Glukariev, sent down for an icing call, but that buys a little bit of time here. IceCats won't get a chance to get the reset here. 3:49 left to go in the first. Faceoff will be to the left of Brendan Colgan. Zajac in there for the draw. Lowell, and it's one right back and out of the zone. Ends up with Shinkarik feeding it across, and now Della Savita backing up on it. Onto the near side through the skates of Razilov. That one is poked right back down. And Athens trying to set it up. Here's Johnson with the puck on the near side. Della Savita trying to poke it away. Into the slot. It is deflected out by Zajac, and now Frolov will push ahead. He's got Legkov with him. Frolov left side, looking for Legkov on the back door with the pass deflected away. Legkov into the right wing corner after it. Frolov tried to feed it up top, hit Johnson. Legkov knocked down, took Frolov with him. Shinkarik lost it to Houston Wilson. Wilson right side, Frolov feeding it to the line, and off the stick of Popoff over the blue line. Wilson delays, and he's pulled down. There's a penalty coming up there. He'll feed it back, and now Colgan to the bench for the extra man. Dominic Marcinkiewicz will curl back. Extra attacker is out there. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on the left side, ahead to Dominic's. Too far in the flip for him, and that's just a turnover that results in the whistle. 2:41 to go with the first. 1-0. Athens in the lead, but time for the second Chick-fil-A power play of the evening for PD. They're 0 for 1 with the man advantage. In fact, Really didn't get much in the way of shots in the first one. $17-29, pardon me. Let's see. No, 17-19, time of the penalty. Lowell into the box once again. His second tripping minor of the game. Left point, here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz. And his pass down low is slapped off the stick of Legkov and down the ice. So it's the Marcinkiewicz twins. Legkov, Zajac, and Frolov. Here's Patrick's to the blue line. Lost it there. Legkov following up the play. Puts it right back on the board. Zajac ahead. Patrick's in it once again. Sent right back out. Athens is just standing up at the blue line. They know what PD's going to do. So they just line everybody up right at the stripe. Legkov dumps it in this time. Sails out to play it in the backhand. Legkov on it. Frolov onto the right side. Fed to the point. Dominik Marcinkiewicz. Right side wall. Zajac in space. Looking for a little bit of help. Pokes it up. Patrick's over the left side. Dominik has to take it off the dasher. He'll curl back up top. Switch. Leave it off. Patrick's walks down the slot. Wrist shot off the goal post. Dominik's on the rebound right side. Bottom of the far circle. Cross ice feed off a skate. Comes to the line. And now it's poked ahead. And here comes Milan right side. He cuts in towards the goal, but it's taken away between a combination of Frolov and Legkov. Back the other way is Patrick Marcinkiewicz. He'll cut back into the slot with a wrist shot, blocked off a body, and backhanded down the ice. 38 seconds to go on the power play, 1:17 to go in the first, 1-0 Athens. Patrick Marcinkiewicz in a shoving match at center here, finally released from Greco to go to the bench. McGill Diaz right side to Houston Wilson. In over the line off the skate of Gullo into the corner. Greco turns around and clears it. 17 seconds of the power play. McGill Diaz moving it quickly to Wilson. Wilson up the left wing side. Cutting in wide. In front looking for Gullo. Tipped away from him. Robinson to the right side. Feeding into the right point. Della Savita steps around one but lost it. Kept it in. Second effort does get it out to center. Leafers sending it the other way. Now it's turned over. Back to 5-on-5 as Gullo moves it ahead. Robinson right side to Wilson. Wilson at the dot. Wrist shot deflected behind the goal. Left corner Gullo. Gullo centers and it went off Wilson. Finds the far side. Greco just gets that one out to center. Turned right back. Gullo at the line. Tried to play it ahead and that one is cut off by Maye. He'll take a moment here. 16 seconds in the period as it's dumped down by Lowell. Right side corner. It's tied up. Caljean trying to move it up the near side into space. Here's McGill Diaz with a little wedge onto the zone. Paralot chasing back. That'll do it for the period. So it's 1-0 Athens at the conclusion of 20 minutes of play. Now, typically, in our first intermission report, we do the whole scoring wrap and the out-of-town scoreboard and all that fun stuff, but not tonight. Not on Pride Night. Nope, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to honor members of that PD Pride hockey team, and so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, stay tuned. You are not going to want to miss that ceremony. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Cove Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very...
And we are back. I started the ceremony a little early, but here you go. Former PD Pride members being introduced down on the ice.
Well, guys, welcome back. It is such an honor to have you here. What are the emotions knowing that so many of these people who are here watching the IceCats, once upon a time were here watching you?
I can picture myself here with 27 years ago in front of these great fans. There's no other better feeling in the world, and you guys at PD here have the best fans in the world. Hands down. Best feeling ever was to see that Valley beating a hockey back. That's awesome.
I'm not as crazy as Johnny, but standing in that tunnel, I felt like I've been out here for a few shifts. I can't say I want to come back out here a few real days, but this is a very special place. It's great to be back. Great to be back here with former teammates and all of you. Thank you.
The same thing Ryan said. This has a special place in our hearts. To the fans, it's been great. Glad to be back.
Don't worry, we didn't forget about you two down here. I know that you didn't play, but you are a coach. Your daughter, actually worked with your daughter, FYI. So what does it feel like being back here?
Well, I'd say it's great to be back, but I've never left. So I've been here since 2003. I love the area. I love coming out here. Both my kids grew up here, as you know, and it's been fun watching the excitement the IceCats and these great owners have brought back to this area. I know for years and years I've been around town and people always ask me, when's it coming back? And I never knew. And then when it finally happened, and went out and seen 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 fans a night, it's great. And I'm glad they're doing well, and I wish them all the very best moving forward. And it's great to see these guys too.
So, you're very involved with the team. What are the emotions that you're feeling being able to skate up and be, right beside?
Well, when I got that honorable lap, I was hoping they were going to come earlier because I was getting gassed after skating around. That's enough, 2 laps is enough. No, we met a lot of great people here in town that took care of us, and I'm trying to get back to them that they can come with the relationship and just the players. And I can tell you that being in that locker room is just like, so I'm trying to have it at my house once in a while. I do a little bit of the locker room, but that's the best thing past these guys, the locker room and the camaraderie, and I'm just getting spoiled right now.
Awesome. Well, as I said, thank you so much for being here. And Chris.
All right, fans, real quick, turn your attention to the away side above sections 224 and 225 once again as we honor the history of PD Pro Hockey.
as they now unveil the two banners, the Brabham Cup Championship banner for that 1998-99 team, which was a regular season championship in the ECHL, and the Palmetto Cup champions of 99-2000. And so, we just want to say thank you so much to all the Pride members who have come down here and made their way to find us here. And you know what? Just, it's been pretty cool to see everybody reunite, to see these guys get back together, to listen to them talk about the memories. I have a funny story about Ryan Petz, who's down there. I haven't even had a chance to catch up with him yet, but I remember when I was in Augusta in the East Coast League, this is in, I don't know, sometime in the mid-2000s. We had just traded for Ryan Petz from the Columbia Inferno, I believe, or we had picked him up. He was living in Columbia at the time, working for the Pepsi distributor. And I remember this distinctly at the time because Petz was 2 years older than me at the time when he got on the bus for the first time, and I said, "Ryan, I love having you here." He said, "Why is that?" I said, "You're the only guy I can talk to." So I remember him from back in the day with the Augusta Lynx, and look forward to catching up with him a little bit later on, seeing what he's been up to for the last, 20 years, essentially. So, all right, we're going to take a break here in this first period intermission report, and when we come back, on the other side of it, we are going to have the video tributes that poured in. Not everybody could make it down here tonight, all the former members of this Pride team, so a lot of them sent videos, and if you are a fan of the PD Pride, you are going to want to be tuned into this because you will see and hear some very familiar faces and familiar voices. We're back with more in a moment. One period in the books. It's 1-0 Athens in the lead. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win. on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Hello, Florence. It's Rod Elda, former PD Pride player, and I wanted to be there with you this weekend here on the alumni weekend. But I'm up here, as you can see, in the great state of Alaska. There'll be, all the old players I hope are coming back, a lot of guys, and it'd be awesome to see them. Glad there's hockey back in Florence. Wish the team well. Gary and the team there are doing well, and keep the success going. Glad to see hockey back in Florence, and wish everybody well.
Hey everyone, Sandy Allen here from the PD Pride. Just want to take the time to wish the IceCats very good luck tonight. Good luck for the rest of the season, and I'll be watching you guys and trailing your progress online. Check this out. A couple of gray hairs start appearing on my face, so that's what happens when you get a little bit old. So I've asked advice on how to get rid of them, but this is the way I get rid of them. Right. I'll just walk around with a mask on. Nobody will ever know. Thing stinks. Anyways, lastly, if Ryan Petz is there, tell him he still owes me $40. We were roommates when we both played with the Pride, and he stiffed me $40 on our last cable bill. So if you see him, tell him he owes me $40. Peace out.
Hey, I'm Trevor Demmons. I played with PD Pride in 98 to 01. I was a defenseman, number 4. Some of our best times that we had while I was playing professional hockey was in South Carolina and Florence. All the amazing tailgates and booster club and fan support was some of the best in all the hockey I played. Wishing you good luck for your upcoming season for the IceCats here, and I know the fans will be amazing as always, so enjoy your time spent in Florence, one of the best places in America. Good luck.
What's up, Pride fans? Hope everybody's doing well. Buddy Wallace, number 20, forward with the PD Pride. Go IceCats.
Hello, Flowtown. This is the Canadian Redneck, Darcy Dallas. Sorry I couldn't be there this weekend for the big festivities. I love Flowtown and loved my time there in PD. Have a good weekend and hopefully see you next year. Go IceCats.
Hello, IceCat and PD Pride fans. Pete Geronazzo here from Colorado Springs. Wish I could have been there with you guys to celebrate. Great to hear and see that hockey's back in Flowtown. I was a member of the Pride from 97 to 2002, and some of the greatest years of my life. My daughter was born there. Incredible fans, incredible people in the entire PD region. Shout out to the Kemmerlin family, the Keels, the Browns, countless others. Really appreciate my time there, and I hope everyone on the Cat family really appreciates the Flowtown community. I hope you're supporting the program and look forward to catching some games in the next year or two. Would love to be out there for a visit, but wishing you all the best and wish I could have been there. And go Cats, go Pride.
Hi there, Danny Bousquet here. Sorry I couldn't be with y'all this weekend. I would have loved to be exactly where you guys at. There's no other place I would rather be in some ways in an arena. The fans are fantastic in Florence, and miss a lot of you guys there. Obviously, being 4 years in the team, it was an extremely great experience for me personally. Obviously, being inducted in Hall of Fame, so I would like to thank all of my teammates and the team that supported the team and everyone else that were part of that organization back in the day with the PD Pride. And at the same time, well, good luck to the IceCats. Hopefully, you guys could battle to the end of the year, and hopefully you guys can win this thing. So I'll cross my fingers for you guys. Good luck, and hope you guys have a good time. Take care. Ciao.
Hello, IceCat fans. This is Sebastian LaPlante, goaltender for the PD Pride from 2003 to 2005. I'm happy to see hockey back in the PD. Congratulations to the ownership group, the management group, and most of all, the fans.
Hi, Jack Capuano, associate coach for the Minnesota Wild and former coach and general manager for the PD Pride. I want to wish the team and the PD fan base all the best. Go IceCats.
And we are back here at Florence Center as the tribute video that you just saw on YouTube and heard on the radio side, they're airing in the building here too, and it wraps up with Jack Capuano, former coach of the New York Islanders, now an associate coach of the Minnesota Wild. And 20-something years ago, Jack was right here in Florence as the head coach and general manager of the PD Pride. Isn't that something? The way the hockey tradition is carried forward. It's been absolutely amazing. And we just want to say thanks to everybody who has reached out, who has been a part of this. The crowd cheering their favorite players in-house when they pop up on the video board with their messages, which was fantastic. Love to see that. Love to see the memories. And I can't tell you how many fans have come up to me and said that they were coming here as kids and now bring their own kids to the games, and their own family now has turned into fans. And again, plenty of vintage Pride jerseys out there in the audience. Let's take a very quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard here in the FPHL. Blue Ridge with a 1-0 lead over Danbury. That one is into the second period. 3-0 Port Huron over Indiana. That's also in the second. 3-1 Columbus up on Monroe. That's in the second period as well. 4-0 Binghamton late in the first against Watertown. Twin City and Baton Rouge getting it just underway. No score there as of yet. Here, one goal to tell you about. In the first period, it was scored by number 74, Joe Mack, an unassisted marker at 14:50, and that is how we have arrived at a 1-0 Rock Lobsters lead. After one period of play, we're going to send it to a break. When we come back, second period action on tap, presented by Bud Light. More coming your way in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me one, too.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist, dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
And we are back on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with your second period action presented by Bud Light. You can hear the Rock Lobsters coming back out onto the ice. And now it's time for your PD IceCats. So as we're getting ready to go here, it'll be 5-on-5 hockey. And again, a great first period intermission here on Pride Night where all the former PD Pride players that were able to make it into town, and then of course some who sent video messages as well expressing their love and appreciation for the PD area. The fans of the Pride who continue forth to this day as fans of the IceCats. And boy, I tell you what, I mean, just as I look out from the press box window here, so many PD Pride jerseys. It is fantastic to see, folks. They love the IceCats, and they're so thankful there's IceCats hockey here. But it is awesome to see the hockey history represented here. And they've got all the different colored jerseys. There's the yellow ones, black, the white jerseys, and the red PD Pride jerseys as well. It's absolutely fantastic. So it's 1-0 Athens to start period number 2 here. Coming up in just a moment. Brendan Colgan down to our left. Down to the right, it's Matt Sales, the former PD Pride goaltender, or PD... See, I'm looking at the logo again. PD IceCats goaltender. They are wearing the Pride crossover jerseys tonight, so you're probably going to hear me say it a few more times. Face off at center is one back down the ice. Although, I got to tell you, as it goes right in on Sales and he freezes 5 seconds in, I think if I worked for a team that switches identities, i.e. the Avalanche become the Nordiques or the Hurricanes become the Whalers, I'd be very tempted to call them the Whalers for the night. So, it's not so bad. So 5 seconds in, here's an offensive zone draw. Gullo trying to scoot Hamilton over a little bit here. Athens wins it back, but it goes right in on goal. Oh boy, dangerous play. Puck pinned right at the post there as Gilbert was sniffing. Sales has to hold it. We're going to do it again. Carrick down the left side. He'll drive into the corner. Around behind the net. He's rubbed out there. Hamilton ends up with a loose puck. He'll flip one up in the air. And it comes back down at center. Turned on the left wing side. In over the line, here comes Van Durken. He'll curl off on the far wing to the left point. Croucher, middle of the ice, Colatarsi to the right side. Shinkarik off the wall. A shot ripped to the glass. Around it goes, but not out. Gullo swats it ahead. Hamilton ends up with it. Feeds it into the skates of Gilbert. He'll backhand it down. And the IceCats go for a change. 1-0 Athens. Buck 20 into the second period as Glukariev is smushed by Hamilton on that forecheck hit. Puck bouncing the other way, though. All the way into the PD end. Glukariev knocked down over there. Puck ahead to Frolov. He tips it along. And up the left wing side, Zajac. The end of the right wing corner, Legkov. Legkov near side hooks it in front. Sails a left pad save. As all of a sudden a lane opened up and Legkov drove right to the net. Good stop by Sales there. Puck out to center. It'll be sent back down by Lowell. Crazy kick off the corner right up the slot, but PD able to handle it. Now Legkov ahead on the right side. Cutting it over the line to the left wing. Here's a chance for Frolov. He scores! Vadim Frolov was all alone on the far side, cutting in from the top of the circle. And he rips that one past Sales. This game is tied. Just 2:02 into the second period. We're knotted up at 1. Frolov from Legkov. That is a familiar refrain. Frolov's 12th of the year as Athens trying to regroup, but they put it out through center. Puck drifting back, Abdella in the IceCats end, and that one goes out of play off a stick. We'll get a whistle here. 2:32 into the second period. Boy, it's so important for a team to get that early goal, even the game back up, give themselves a little extra. Remember last night, if you missed the game last night, PD never had the lead, but they tied it 4 times. 1-1, 3-3, 5-5, and 6-6. And then we went to overtime. Athens did win it in a shootout. But PD had to constantly play from behind, chase the game. They did so successfully even as they lost a bunch of players. They lost Marcinkiewicz to a misconduct at one point. They lost Zajac to a cramping issue. They lost Jordan Popoff to a misconduct, yet they still persevered. Left-siders Patrick Marcinkiewicz in with a shot, sails the save. Near side, here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz leaving it off at the right point. Popoff shoves it into the corner. Centering attempt now, it's back to Popoff, his shot, and that was blocked by Leafers. And now back the other way, here's a lead ahead, but Malik Johnson couldn't handle the pass. He and Miguel Diaz to the corner together. Leafers, now a centering attempt, and that one is picked off, and now numbers the other way. Here's Wilson onto the left side. Dominic's moving in, he shoots, save, rebound. Wilson jammed it wide. Mack partially tied up his stick as he tried to shoot. It was just enough, turned over behind the net. Here's Dominic's in the right wing corner. Pulls it back up the wall, looking, cutting in front. A wrist shot, sails the save. Wilson on the wall, wrapping his man up, pushed ahead. Johnson gets it out to center. Miguel Diaz quickly to the puck. Turning with it, poked all the way back in on Colgan. He'll leave it off, and Athens elects to go for the change anyway. There's a stretch ahead. That would miss, shot right down, but oh boy, Hamilton was in there. I thought maybe he would have beat out that icing call. Hamilton also thought he beat out that icing call, but he and Shinkarik discuss it. He's like, you know, I had you there by a step there, Carter. He's like, I don't think you did. At least the linesmen didn't think so. They agree with Carter Shinkarik. Face-off will go to the... Which side are we going to here, fellas? Left side. IceCats were lined up at the other dot. Now they're going to shift it back over to the far side of the ice, to the left of Colgan. Face-off coming up here is sent back towards Miguel Diaz. He pulls out a wedge, and he's going to send it out to center where it's scooped up there. Now Marcinkiewicz on the left side in with a shot. Sails the save on Patrick Marcinkiewicz. And they'll finally finish up that line change. Great job by PD to bust right down the ice and make something happen on that. Sails out for a stroll from the Athens net. 1-1 tie here, 4:05 into the second period. Mack in for the faceoff across from Dennis Zajac. Well, we don't like that one. Let's do it again. Same bat time, same bat faceoff circle. One back to the point. Here's Della Savita on the left side. He'll swing it into the corner. Legkov knocks his man down over there. Puck free. Legkov feeds a left point over to the right side. Razilov waits, looks. Backdoor feed, and that one just a little too far for Legkov. Legkov back up top. Razilov lets it go, and Virgili took a knee to block that one. Virgili back up the left side as Mack going to the net, cutting into the left wing. Throws it across the goal mouth. It goes all the way around the rim. Shinkarik stepping up on it. Turns it away at the line. Now here's Legkov in on the right wing for PD. They'll put it around into the near side, reversed far side, and up the slot it goes. Shinkarik, left wing, he'll jump into the rush. Try to play it down the left wing. That one was poked away. And now here's a little chance the other way. Here's Hamilton in all alone, cutting to the forehand. He shoots. Sales shut it down, and he didn't have the rebound, but the whistle went. The puck went through his pads out the other side, but the ref lost sight of it and blows the play dead. 5:01 into the second, tied at 1. We're back with more in a moment. Second period action presented by Bud Light. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 1-1 tie, 5:01 here into the second period. Face off inside the Rock Lobsters end of things. To the line, a bouncing puck. Hamilton could not keep it in, and it goes the other way out to center. Quickly back in. Here comes Speedy on the right side. Gullo with a backhand to the net. Sales will catch and it'll hold. Face off coming out to the left of Sales. It'll be Houston Wilson in across from Leafers. Wins it over to Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Lost it there. Puck at the right point. Bedard will fire it to the far corner. Wilson over to go get it. And Kolatarsi's got him wrapped up. Wilson out with it. Feeds the left point. It's shoved back in front. Kolatarsi blocked it. Moved it ahead to Johnson. Johnson will ease it on in to the left wing corner. Abdella back after the loose puck. He'll feed it far side. Dominic Smarson-Kevics down low for it, leaving it for Bedard. Up the wall to the right point, not out. Maillet, quick shot save. Colgan rebound sitting. Johnson leaves it. There's a chance, and again, Colgan the save. Johnson on the rebound left side. Cycles it behind the net. Wilson to the far side. Bedard. Bedard up the boards to the left point. Shinkarik keeping it in, and now it's chopped out to center by Wilson. Shinkarik on it again. He'll try to turn it right back in. Leaves it left side. And gets it back. Shinkarik at the left half wall. Across ice feet. A shot. And that one was blocked by Abdella, who dropped to the ice to turn that shot away. Leafers let it go. And Colgan might have been there, but Abdella said, don't worry about it. I got this one. Here's Dominic Smarson-Kevics. And a shot off the mask of Sales. Here's Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Up top. Wrist shot coming in. Save made with the left pad. Rebound. Maillet can't clear. And down from the right side. Popoff will keep it deep. Popoff behind the net, around the rim it goes, on to the left point, McGill Diaz. To Patrick Smarson-Kevics, all the way up high in the zone, cutting in the slot, loses it, but Popoff at the right point. He'll send it around the rim, past Wilson, down for the left point, here's McGill Diaz. He'll let it go, Marson-Kevics. Dominic's trying to cut through traffic, lost the rolling puck, left point, McGill Diaz holds it, walks in, shot, save made, rebound. Oh boy, Dominic's had his stick tipped away. Trying to feed it near side, here's Patrick's. Patrick's cross ice, McGill Diaz far down, wrist shot, Sails out to make the save. Right at the top of the paint, and he holds on. Face-off will be to the right of Sales. And he's got to fix the old mask here. Matt Sales and I had plenty to talk about when he was here. He went to Nazareth, as did Sean Kuhn, one of the three goaltenders for the IceCats. I went to St. John Fisher, and those two schools were rivals. And so it is weird to have not one but two Nazareth goaltenders in the building. I never, ever thought I would see that in my hockey career, but, well, here we are. As a centering feed goes out the other side. As a matter of fact, before Colgan came along, they were both on the same team. Up on the right side, pushing his way into the corner is Lowell. Lowell ahead. Athens trying to get to the attack here. 1-1 tie here in the second. 7:35 into the second period. Presented by Bud Light. Frolov off the glass to the line. Kept in the right point by Maillet. Cut off by Zajac in the right half wall. He'll clear it back out, but the pass behind leg combo had to dive back for it. Couldn't get it out. Sent in around, behind, and now up the near side. McGill Diaz on the backhand. Out to center. Greco will back up. His feed to center. Milan turning in space. Left side, he'll push in. Cross ice feed, deflected away. And finally turned out by PD. Didn't get it too deep, though, but they can at least go a little D to D here and reorganize on their way through center. Here comes Zajac, leaving it off on the right side. Swept up on the wall, and that pass failed to get through. Now up the left side, here's Leafers carrying it in. Curls on the wall, looking for space. Put it right in front, and Colgan casually gets the mitt over that one with 8:26 gone here in the second period. And the game tied up at 1. IceCats Hockey is brought to you in part by Battle LP, the official fuel provider, powering the Olympia, by White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, by Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist, by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner, by M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, and Cumulus Radio, our official broadcast partner. Many of you tuning us in on Cumulus Radio here tonight in Florence on 100.5 FM as the puck shot into the Athens end of things, but you can also find us right around that 100 spot on the FM dial in other places like Myrtle Beach, North Charleston, and Columbia. Here's Virgili turning it up the left side. He'll bring it in over the line, curling to his right. Stops, high slot, lets it go. Right pad save. Colgan despite the traffic in front. Good stop right there. Puck cleared to center, but not too far from there as Leafers turning it back in, but he hit the linesman. Puck turned over, and the IceCats on it. They'll send it back around to the right side at center. Gilbert was waiting, and it was sent back by Paralot. So now will lead up the far wing, tipped down by Houston Wilson. He'll move up on the forecheck. Paralot will swing it across, and now Pereira gives it back to him. Paralot up the left side, out to center it goes. Razilov trying to tip it on. Patrick Marcinkiewicz had to give it back to Razilov, to De La Savita, all the way through his own hash marks. They back up. Now they'll try to move it forward here. Pass up the right side is tipped. And because Dominic's ran into Wilson, turned back into the other direction here by Athens. However, nice interruption there by the stick of Razilov. Wilson at center getting it across. Patrick's in. Dominic's left side. There's a shot. Sails the save. Swept around the wall. Cut off on the boards. And kicked into the corner. Here's Patrick's. Dominic's shot. He scores! Dominic's Marcinkiewicz finds room in the near post. It goes in off the left shoulder of Sales. And PD takes the lead. It's 2-1. So Dominic's Marcinkiewicz picks up the goal there. A great job between he and Patrick's on the communication there. And boy, a nice shot. Sales was getting over to that left post. Dominic's thought he had some daylight and found just enough of it. Banks it in right off the 29 on the left arm. Back in comes Athens, in with a shot. Johnson save, rebound, they score. No, they wave it off. Puck went in the net, but Colgan was run into, and they waved this goal off. Athens barreled into Brendan Colgan. And the referee immediately washed it out when it went in the net. Well, we're going to go to a TV timeout, and the refs are going to talk about it at the same time. 9:28 to go here in this second period. We're halfway home. 2-1 PD. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated, trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
So, if anybody's listening in at the game tonight, I just saw a notification through our IceCats Discord, believe it or not, that Jan Vodraska has an autograph stick that is currently on silent auction at the Chuck-a-Puck table. So, if you're interested, head over to the Chuck-a-Puck table, and maybe you could be going home with a Jan Vodraska autograph stick. Vodraska, first shift of the game, goes in, throws a hit, gets involved with Michael Greco, then puts a puck right into the slot, almost picked himself up a helper right off the hop. Now, he hasn't been out there since, but I'll tell you what, that was a heck of an opening shift. Not bad for a 49-year-old. He jumped right out there, jumped into it. That might have been all the gas he had in the tank, but boy, he gave it all. Love seeing that. Absolutely love seeing that. Alan Sirois, number 12, now hanging from the rafters here. The goal was indeed disallowed, but now the referee said no goal for goaltender interference, but now I think we're going into a review process. Now the referee, here's the thing. So again, if you're not familiar with reviews, the very first thing to know, and the most important thing to know, is that the goal was initially disallowed. So, in order for it to now be allowed, you must have conclusive proof. And if there is conclusive proof that there was no goaltender interference, then the goal counts, and Athens does not lose its challenge and would not be shorthanded. Now, if the goal remains disallowed on this challenge, then Athens will be shorthanded after all this concludes. The referee's trying to wave the very impatient players away from the penalty box area as they all hover waiting for the results. The two captains, Nick McGill-Diaz and Carter Shinkarik, talking it over. Columbus has just tied Utah at 2 late in the second period. Taking a look here at the National Hockey League out-of-town scoreboard. 4-1 Lightning over the Leafs in the second period, so Toronto continues to be a sinking ship here. Canucks 1-0 over the Jets in the second period. Canadiens Kings are tied up at 1. That is an ancient Stanley Cup rematch from back in 1993. That game, by the way, in the second period. Later tonight, Carolina is at Calgary. The Islanders are at the Sharks. Senators at the Kraken. A couple finals from earlier today. Bruins 3-1 over the Capitals. Devils double up the Rangers 6-3. Sabres down the Predators 3-2. And in a shootout, the Flyers over the Penguins 4-3 in that one. They're still taking a look at this goal right now. Also gives me time to tell you that IceCats Hockey brought to you by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher of the IceCats, by XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner, by Celsius, the official energy drink, by Pepsi, the official soft drink, by Pepsi Zero, official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders, Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official medical provider, by McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility, by Gorgat Distilling Company, the official distillery, and by Powers Properties, the official housing partner. Let's see, and it is a goal. So the challenge is upheld. It is now a tie game at 2. 10:32, time of the goal. So they come right back down. Nick Gullo goes for a very long skate while the referees are over explaining to Gary Graham how that could count. And Gary's point, and I can just tell by the gesturing he's making with his arms, hey, if you guys initially disallowed this goal, what did you possibly see out of everybody crashing into the net that made you reverse that call? And that's, I mean, a very sound logical argument. Now, just because it's sound logic doesn't mean it's going to hold any water, but we're tied at 2. So Milan comes up with the goal. And that is a big break in this hockey game for Athens. This is the first time all weekend the PD had led, and the lead lasted exactly 26 seconds. So now, tied at 2 here in the second half of the second period. Deuces are wild, if you will. Colt Latarsi on the right side. Johnson tips it in over the line to Milan. He leaves it back. Johnson curls, looking for space up top, and he fed it to the other side of Colt Latarsi. Sales will come way out and play it up the left side. Rock Lobsters in again. There's a shot by Lifers, deflected wide by Miguel Diaz. And now backhanded ahead. Marcinkiewicz can't quite catch up with it. Now stolen at center by Wilson. He's got a delay at the line, though. Patrick's didn't get out of there in time. So it's sent back to Miguel Diaz. Right side here's Bedard. Bedard with a little wedge. Bouncing in on Sales. He elects to catch and hold. With 8:28 left to go in the second period. Mack in across from Wilson for the draw. Tied up in the circle, pushed across by Wilson. Ends up in the far side corner. Maye getting there ahead of Abdella as the puck has bounced down the ice. Bedard chasing it. No icing here. Left-siders Dominic Marcinkiewicz trying to backhand it along. Mack on the right wing. Puck still tied up over there on the wall. Kicked back to the D, and now on the right side, here's a lead ahead for Patrick's. He'll bring it over the line, feeding Dominic's top of the far circle. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz around to the right wing circle. Patrick's slowing it down, right point. There's a shot wide of the net. Dominic's off-angle chance, hit the back of the net with it. Dominic's battling to the near side. Knocked down, pops back up, knocked down again. Wilson now up top. On to the left side, here's Abdella. Abdella and Greco and Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. And we get a whistle in behind the play. One of them's getting a penalty. It's going to be Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Boy, Greco, not only did he get the shots in, but then when Dominic's went back after him, he's the one who picks up the minor. Roughing is the indication. First power play of the night for Athens. So it's on to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill here. Boy, the fans really not happy with the referee here tonight. 12:22, time of the infraction. Face-off will be to the right of Brendan Colgan. Where the wings creeping away in there. Lowell and Della Savita, I mean, they were practically in the linesman's hip pocket by the time that puck was dropped. So let's try this all again. Zajac is going to get waved out of the draw. So Gullo has to come in for it. Tied up on the circle. Della Savita drops Van Durken in the corner. The puck ahead. Zajac will feed it over to the left side as Razilov just takes a slap at it and puts it the rest of the way down the ice. First time shorthanded in the game for the IceCats. Glukariev up the left side with it. He'll bring it in. And now stolen away by Gullo ahead to Zajac. He'll curl back. Lost it at center, though. And now Maye in on the left wing. Into the left side corner, and now they'll go to work setting it up. Left point Maye, and it sends past him, and now here's Zajac hustling, trying to move in, poking it to himself in the slot. A bouncing puck. He just couldn't get it to settle to shoot it. And by the time it did sit, Milan was on him. Back on the left side, pushed into the corner by Lowell. Oh boy, Popoff went to line up the big hit there. Wilson around to the far side. Gullo will send it the rest of the way down. And he will head off the ice. So it's Houston Wilson out there now with Matt Gilbert killing up front. And now turned over to Wilson at center. Wilson steps in, has Gilbert with him. Wilson, wrist shot, missed on the blocker side, but not by much. Great job by Gilbert there to help force that turnover at center. Right wing, here's Ruggieli. In over the line, 30 seconds to go in the Athens power play. Tied at 2 here in the second. In for the right point, Shinkaruk, a drive, and he missed, and that puck will clear itself. 5:56 to go here in the second. Mack leaving it in the slot, almost stolen away by Frolov, still challenging over there. Croucher has to come back to help out. Left side, Mack moving in now. Time ticking down in the power play. Puck in behind the net. Leafers around to the far side. Frolov tying him up. Puck to the line, not out. 5-on-5 again, but here's Croucher, walks in with a shot. He scores. Croucher with a wrist shot right down the slot that beats Colgan. It's not a power play goal, but it does give Athens the lead back, and it's 3-2. Well, I know Colgan will want that one back. The momentum continues to swing back and forth like a pendulum. Face off at center. Pushed over to the far side, dumped in. Abdullah right in on goal. Sales will paddle it aside. Pereira trying to move it ahead, and it's sent down. Bedard chasing. Gullo with a backhand, and now let's see if PD's got a response in him here. Pereira getting it back. Has to chase the puck all the way behind the net. Up the middle of the ice, tipped on. Here's Lowell onto the right wing side. Kaijan, cross ice off of Malik Johnson. Gullo scoops it in behind his own net. Moves it around, but it's turned over. Johnson feeds it into the left side corner. Kaijan with a shot, blockered out by Colgan. Dumped in behind the net. And again, this Athens forecheck all over PD as they try to leave the zone here. Hamilton out over the line. Puck sent right back in. Johnson in on the wing, into the slot, but over there on the far side, Lowell was tied up, couldn't shoot. Puck to Johnson now. He'll wrap it out the far side. Banks it around to the right point. Greco lets it go. Save Colgan. Rebound. He stopped it right on the doorstep again. Puck still free. Cleared to the wall. Johnson, left point. Maye. Tons of traffic. Shot in on goal. Save Colgan. Rebound behind the net. Bedard on it back there. Crowd getting a little restless here. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz out to center. Moving it in to the slot. He's all by himself. He finally gets ridden off. And now quickly around. Here comes Croucher with speed up the left side. Croucher trying to cut wide. Dispossessed by Della Savita. Della Savita back ahead to Dominic Smarcinkiewicz. Dangling it over the line. Onto the left side. Razilov will sweep it deep. Behind the net. Legkov trying to center. And that one is tipped away. And now it'll be played ahead. Van Durken on the left wing. Carrying into the zone, tried to center. Wilson ends up with it. Legkov has been moved up to this line, and I can only imagine there's a chance from the slot, and a shot save made by the left pad of Colgan on Glucaria, point blank. Right wing side, driving in his Legkov, cutting in, leaves it right in the crease. Oh, it's swatted out past the near post. Now the puck up the left side. Van Durkin getting it ahead, turn back out to center. Dominic Smarcinkiewicz settles it down, drifts in, looking, wrist shot save, sails, rebound, behind the net, Legkov out the far side. He'll spin it back down low, McGill Diaz behind the net. He'll walk it out the near side to the half wall, to the line. Down low, cycles past Popov, Legkov stops, turns back out the far side on the backhand, looking to the far hash. He'll send it into the corner. Greco takes a look over his shoulder, rips it up the rim. That's going to be an icing call. That'll get us a break here with 2:36 to go in this second period. 3-2 your score. Athens has surged back to take the lead. We'll come back with more here in well, are we going to come back? Make sure we're going to the media timeout here. Yes, indeed we are. All right, back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
.236 to go here in period number 2. 3-2 now, Athens in the lead. We came into the period, it was 1-0 Athens, then it was 2-1 PD, now it's 3-2 Rock Lobsters. Face-off is in the Athens end of things here, but goaltender Matt Sales is going to end up delaying this face-off here for a moment as he just asked the linesman if he could return to the bench. Well, actually, the delay's not on him. We've got a glass delay in the corner. That's what's going on. They're trying to make sure that it's in. That was quick, though. They just popped it right back in, so it looks like we're good. Make sure that they do indeed have it done. They're checking it from both sides here, but want to make sure that they've got that taken care of. Looks like they do. Well, that lets the fans do the YMCA for a little bit longer. They still have the door open where the IceCats enter the ice, so that leads me to believe that whatever it is isn't quite fixed yet. Well, now they are going to close the door. All right, we're good. So now everybody will come back, and we will get our puck drop here. Zychek out there with Legkov and Frolov. It'll be Delasavita and Razilov at the points, and it's one back to the left point. Razilov sends it into the left side, and Legkov had it knocked away by Maye. Van Durkin ahead to center, and here comes Virgili. Just over the line on the right side, and the Rock Lobsters get the change they wanted from the icing, although they have plenty of rest for those guys. Back the other way, Petey Left side, they'll chip it in. Into the corner for Orlov to go get it. Behind the net to Legkov. Legkov right up the slot. Zajac tied up, couldn't shoot. It's bounced to the line. Razilov keeping it in. Right side, Zajac. He'll curl. Look in space. Feeding it across. Tipped to, Frolov deflected it. Razilov in the shot now from the wing that sails gloves and holds. And Razilov a little upset there at Frolov. He wanted him to let that puck go. He was ready to step into one. Either way, though, offensive zone draw with a $1:57 to go here in the second period. 3-2 Athens. Another great crowd on hand here at Florence Center. We appreciate everybody coming down to join us for Pride Night. Boy, the building's been really full for these games, and we absolutely appreciate it. Fan support has been fantastic here. Puck in the high slot. There's Dominic Marcinkiewicz with a shot tipped wide. Wilson, far side, feeding it to the right point. Popov steps down. His shot is tipped over top of the net. Far side, Milan trying to get it out of there. Up the right wing with Wilson all over him. Gets to the line, gets in with a shot. Stick to the corner by Colgan. Fed around to the far side. Johnson over there cycles it around. And now Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Milan both go down. And Marcinkiewicz's helmet comes off and a penalty coming up against Milan. Up on the left side, he got the elbow up there. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz into the high slot area past Wilson down the ice. Patrick's will take it all the way behind his own net. He's knocked down back there. I don't think you'll see a second minor. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Roughing will be the call against Milan. Back to the Chick-fil-A power play for the IceCats. Well, let's see if they can cash this one in. This would be an extremely opportune time to put one home in the power play here for the IceCats. Face-off coming up to the right of Sales. Mackin across from Gullo. One back into the corner, and Kolatarsi trying to feed it behind the net. Robinson over there. On to the far side, it's Gullo, Robinson, McGill, Diaz. And then Wilson and De La Civita. De La Civita at the left point. He'll move to his right. Middle of the ice, stops, feeds Wilson, top of the near circle. De La Civita over to the far circle. McGill Diaz. De La Civita shot off the shaft of a stick and out of play. Mack out there to front that one. 33.9 seconds to go here in the second period. If PD does not score here, they'll carry power play time over into the third period, but they would certainly like to go into the room, tie up a 3 instead, and figure it out from there. Marcinkiewicz twins out there now with Zajac, Frolov, and Legkov. Kolatarsi takes that draw one back. Mack will fling it on down the ice. Half minute to go in the period as Patrick Marcinkiewicz all the way back for it. He'll start it ahead. Here they come. Patrick's in over the line, and that is offside. Legkov tried to hit the line with speed and tried to drag the leg there to keep it onside, but unfortunately he was in early. I like the idea, just the execution was slightly off. Well, are they going to move the faceoff inside? Oh, a penalty. Lowell is going into the box here. They are going to move it inside. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play. So how about that? Chick-fil-A power play chance number 4 stacked on top here. Too many men on the ice. So Lowell will serve the bench minor. They'll take it. So here's a chance in front on a rolling puck, and that one is sent to the left point. Out of the zone it goes. Boy, they better hurry if they're going to come back in. Patrick Smarson-Kevics in with a head of steam, leaving it off into the high slot. Zajac with a drive off the stick of Sales, and that'll do it for the period. So 1 minute of 5-on-3 time is going to carry over into the third period. It's actually a pretty big mistake by Athens. That's going to really benefit PD at the start of the third. Especially with that fresh sheet of ice out there. Now you better hope that everything is frozen up as quickly as possible. Especially, as I mentioned, on an 80-degree day here in the PD. And all these bodies in the building. Not an easy one. But 40 minutes in the books. It's time for us to step into our second period intermission report, brought to you by Yokohama Tires. So stay tuned. When we come back, we'll wrap up the scoring for you from that second period of play. Plus, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and a whole lot more coming back at you on Pride Night here in the PD, celebrating the hockey heritage of PD Pride hockey here this Saturday evening as the IceCats and the Rock Lobsters going head-to-head for the second time in as many evenings. It's 3-2 Athens after 2. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And as we come back here on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Tom Callahan here with you, 40 minutes in the books. And it's the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. It was 1-0 after 1 in favor of the Athens Rock Lobsters. And then the offense really showed up for both teams in the second period. Let's go back through the scoring wrap here for you. At 2:02, PD ties this game up at 1. Frolov from Legkov. Frolov's 12th of the season. They've now added an assist onto the marker to Dominic Della Civita. Legkov feeding it over to Frolov, who was in by himself from the top of the far circle and was able to beat Matt Sales to tie the game at 1. Then at 10:06, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, his 26th of the year from Patrick Marcinkiewicz and Houston Wilson. As Patrick's carrying the puck behind the net, gave it to Dominic, who quickly shot to the short side on the left wing, on the right wing, and it went in off the left arm of the goaltender Sales and into the net, and it was 2-1. It's the first time PD has led in this entire weekend, although they did get a shootout point last night. Now the lead was short-lived, 26 seconds, as right back down came Milan. Milan from Johnson and Lowell at 10:32. And then a goal that was initially waved off. Players ended up crashing the crease and into goaltender Brendan Colgan at 14:29. Or actually, pardon me, that was the goal at 10:32. Pardon me, that was the one that was reviewed. As the players ended up crashing into the crease, so that goal was immediately disallowed. But then after a lengthy review process, Milan was allowed to have the goal stand from Johnson and Lowell. So that made it 2-2. Then at 14:29, just after the expiration of a power play, Croucher scores. It is a 5-on-5 goal for the Rock Lobsters, but I'm sure one Colgan would like to have back. Croucher able to go right down the slot, though. Shinkarik and Virgili, the assists at 14:29. And so that is how we've ended up at 3-2 Athens after 2 periods of play. Now, shots in the first period were 9-8 in favor of the Rock Lobsters. In the second period, though, 17-9 in favor of the PD IceCats. But unfortunately for PD, they were unable to get yet another goal. But now the good news is for you, despite them not being able to find a way to tie it late, they had a power play. But late in the first minute of that power play, at the end of the second period, another penalty, a bench minor for too many men on the ice against the Athens Rock Lobsters, mean they will carry a minute of 5-on-3 over to start the third period. So that's excellent news. You get a fresh sheet of ice to start that out, and hopefully they're able to convert there and get the ball rolling, because then they'll still have power play time left over to go 5-on-4 if they're able to do so. Right now they're 0-for-2 in the power play, with chances 3 and 4 pending into the third. Also, the Rock Lobsters 0-for-1 with the man advantage in this one. Total shots for the game, 25 for the IceCats and 18 for the Rock Lobsters. We'll take a break. When we come back in this Yokohama Tires second period intermission report, we'll take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard for you. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklift you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And welcome back on IceCats Hockey here in the Yokohama Tires second period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard right now. In the FPHL, Blue Ridge and Danbury are now tied up at 1. That one approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Meanwhile, Port Huron up 3-1 over Indiana. That one is through 2 periods of play. Monroe and Columbus are now knotted up at 3. In the third is, tell you what, Monroe won last night in Columbus on the road, and now they've charged back to tie it up. So that one could be headed for a very interesting finish. Meanwhile, Binghamton has finally found the offense towards the end of the second period. They are up 8-1 on Watertown. And Twin City has a 2-1 lead over the Baton Rouge Zydeco at the Raising Cane's River Center. That one is early in the second period. Meanwhile, in the NHL, finals from earlier tonight. In a shootout, Flyers 4-3 over the Penguins. Sabres 3-2 over the Predators. Devils double up the Rangers 6-3. Bruins 3-1 over the Capitals. Everything else is going on right now. We're starting later. Lightning still leading the Maple Leafs 4-1. That game is into the third period. Mammoth have taken a 3-2 lead over the Columbus Blue Jackets early in the third on Kevin Stenlund's 5th of the year. Canucks 2, Jets 1. That is also in the third period. 2-2 tie, Kings and Canadiens, early third period action. 10 o'clock puck drops tonight. You've got the Hurricanes at the Flames, the Islanders at the Sharks, and the Senators are at the Kraken. And as we take a look at the men's college hoops scoreboard for you, busy night in men's college basketball. And a late tip tonight, number 2, Arizona at Colorado. That is not until 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. Number 10, Texas Tech is at BYU. Games going on right now. You got number 16, Alabama up 31-21 on Auburn. That is in the first half. And everything else is pretty much final from earlier today, so let's go through those for you. Number 1, Duke beats number 17, North Carolina, 76-61. Number 4, UConn loses to unranked Marquette, 68-62. Number 5, Florida, 84-77 over Kentucky. Number 6, Iowa State, 86-65 over Arizona State. Number 7, Houston, 82-75 over Oklahoma State. Number 13, Virginia, 76-72 winners over Virginia Tech. Number 14, Kansas, 104-85 over K-State. Number 15, Purdue loses to Wisconsin, 97-93. In overtime, number 20, Arkansas, 88-84 winners over Missouri. Also, number 22, Miami losing to Louisville, 92-89. Number 24, Vanderbilt beats number 23, Tennessee, 86-82. And number 25, St. Louis beaten by George Mason today, 86-50. 57. That is a tough loss for the 25th ranked St. Louis team, who you have to imagine will be dropping out of the top 25 after that one. So here we've got the Zamboni out on the ice. Pucks have been chucked and picked up, prizes awarded, and want to remind everybody that those Pride jerseys that the boys are wearing tonight are available on Dash. If you don't have the Dash app, text the word Dash, D-A-S-H, to 66866. That's 66866, and you will get a link to your phone to download the app in your particular app store. And then you can sign up, create an account. When you do, list the PD IceCats as your favorite team. Well, why? Because then you're going to get the notifications when auctions start. If you bid on an item when you're being outbid, to let you know whenever the price changes on something you're keeping an eye on, and of course to keep you notified of all the fantastic things that are indeed going on with this IceCats team. But the big deal tonight is those PD Pride / IceCats crossover jerseys. And I see a lot of fans who did pre-order their replicas of those jerseys, but if you want a game-worn one, that's your way to get it. Also, want to remind everybody that there is a Jan Vodraska autograph stick over at the Chuck-a-Puck table. That one is in a silent auction right now, and you can stop by and enter your bid for that as well if you want to take home a piece of both PD Pride and PD IceCats history now. Vodraska appearing in the game here tonight for the IceCats. So that was pretty cool. It was also cool to see the number 12 of Alan Sirois retired and hung from the rafters here, as well as the unveiling of the old Palmetto Cup champion and Bravum Cup champion banners, harkening back to the history of hockey here in the PD, and very proud to call this place the hockey home of the IceCats. That's it for the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. When we come back, time for third period action. Your PD IceCats on a 5-on-3 for the first minute of this third period. It is a crucial stretch of hockey, with the Athens Rock Lobsters currently leading at 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Back with third period action in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
Hey, grab me one too.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated. From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure. At PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you, getting ready for third period action presented by Pepsi. As we are awaiting the return to the ice of both teams. And again, a crucial stretch here to start the third for this IceCats hockey team. They have a 5-on-3 coming up. And they'll have just... officially on the clock, it's 1 minute, 1 second of 5-on-3 power play time to start the third. Of course, it all starts with possession off the draw. Hopefully they'll be able to grab that puck right away and then set things up, go from there. At this point, this PD IceCats team has a lot of opportunity, a lot of things to be positive about opening up this third period. Hopefully they're able to do just that and come out flying as Brendan Colgan preparing to lead his team out there onto the ice. And here they come now. Officials returning to the ice as well. And the Athens Rock Lobsters, led by former IceCat Matt Sales, also coming out here, and I'm sure you'll hear the booing commence momentarily. Although a lot of folks here, and rightly so, like Matt Sales. Good guy, loved having him here. And I know I mentioned Sean Kuhn, who, by the way, is backing up tonight for PD. Both of these guys went to NAS. Somewhere I have a t-shirt that says "Friends don't let friends go to NAS." But here we go, a critical third period. 1 point last night for the IceCats. Can they get 2 or maybe even 3 tonight? And don't forget, for the Rock Lobsters, if they get 3 points in regulation with a regulation win, couple that with a Twin Cities loss, they would clinch a playoff spot. Same for Monroe, trying to battle back in a tie situation against Columbus right now. That game appears to be headed towards overtime, so it is entirely possible that no matter what, that scenario won't happen for Monroe tonight. But Twin City still up 2-1 halfway through the second period of that game. So if Twin City wins, I mean, all this is a moot point, and we're putting it off anyway. And I mentioned again that it was a warm day today here in the PD, and I bring it up because, well, you can still see the water on the ice from the Zamboni. That is a moist ice surface, and that means the puck will stick. And so guys will lose pucks early in a period when there's that much water on the ice, and that may be a little bit of the reason for the delay here. And now they're going to drop the puck and get it going. All right, face-off coming up at center. Zajac, Frolov, Legkov, and the Marcinkiewicz twins. 5-on-3. 3-2 Athens to start the third. IceCats rolling right to left on your radio dial. We are underway, and they will possess the puck. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz leaving it off into space. Here comes Legkov. Legkov in on the left side to Zajac. Zajac Into the left side corner, Legkov. Legkov trying to work it around. Pulled out. Around it goes Frolov to the right point. Dominic Smarcinkiewicz down the right wing wall. Up top to Patrick Smarcinkiewicz. He'll switch with Legkov. Leaves it for him. He drives the right side into the corner. Dominic's up top. Patrick's off the end of his stick. He'll curl back. 28 seconds of the 5-on-3. Patrick's to his right. Gives it to Legkov. He's got a seam backdoor feed. Dominic's with a shot off the outside of the goal post. A diving attempt to keep it in, and Patrick's cannot. They'll go right back in. Cross ace feed. Dominic's far dot. High slot Legkov to Patrick's. 9 seconds of the 5-on-3. Into the left side corner, deflected, side check around to the far side, Dominic's up top, Legkov, over to Patrick's, his shot off a shin pad of Shinkarik and out of play, just as Milan comes back out there. So a goal post here in the first 105 of the third period, but still 3-2 Athens. Gullo in for the face-off now. Wins it over. McGill Diaz kicking at it. Croucher can't clear it out. Around it goes past Robinson over to the far side. And it's backhanded to the line and just over. IceCats will regroup. 24 seconds to go now in the second minor. They're 0 for 3 in the Chick-fil-A power play, but still time here on this fourth attempt. Robinson up the right side, carries it in, feeds it across. Wilson with a shot, saves Sales on that high wrister, and now right back the other way. Here comes Athens. In on the left wing, Croucher up by himself, and they'll just send it around the rim. Colgan traps it back there. That's going to do it for the power play, so PDO for 4. Wilson up the left side, Della Savita at center, ran into Lowell, knocked it away from him. And now Athens on the regroup here as the fans trying to get a Let's Go IceCats chant going. Gullo in over the line, but Wilson had to pull it back out. Flips it back to Abdella back in his own end. Left side, too far, Frolov sent right back in. And again, it's slowed by Colgan behind the net. Abdella right up the middle to Houston Wilson. He lost it, has to pursue it to the near side, trying to push it up the wall. And it gets to center where it's lobbed back in by Kolatarsi, caught by Colgan. He'll play it aside to Abdella. Abdella steps ahead, left side to Frolov. Frolov has Legkov with him, flips it into the far corner for him. Legkov on the right wing. Right in on goal, and that is gloved and held by Sales. Face-off coming up to his left. PD is going to put Hamilton out with Gullo and Gilbert. Della Savita and Razilov on the points. Face off to the left of Sales is won back by Athens, and they'll move it to center. Croucher tipping it into the right wing corner. Razilov off a stanchion, gets it out to center. Kolatarsi turning it back left side, and it ends up back with Della Savita. He'll go across to Razilov in his own end. Razilov a feet ahead. That one knocked down by Croucher, turned back in, but the play is offside, so Della Savita has a moment. And he'll move it up onto the wing. Frolov is trying to backhand it ahead. And now it's picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton moving in, trying to get that one across through traffic. It ends up back with Croucher. And Croucher will move to center. IceCats going for the change here. Croucher will send it deep. Athens centering attempt. Van Durken had a stick lifted. Now a shot from the point. Maye save. Rebounded Colgan. Getting to his right. Got a piece of that. It also got a piece of the post. Lucaria with a great chance from the low dot. Here's Wilson up the other way. Hamilton ends up with it at center, avoids a check, goes left side to McGill Diaz. He'll push it across, looking for Patrick Smarcinkiewicz, didn't get through. Now back in on the right wing side. Kajan cut off, Popov sends it around the rim, left point, it's kept in. Here's a shot, Colgan out to make the aggressive save there. As Leafers Came in quickly. Now ahead, here's Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Moving ahead as Wilson with him. Marcinkiewicz into the slot, lost it, got it back. Peels up high, flips it into space down the right wing wall. Here's Bedard all the way down from the point. Into the slot off the heel of the skate of Dominic's Marcinkiewicz and turned back by Athens the other way. Cross corner dump ends up on the near side. Bedard after it, moving it through center. It's pushed back the other way, and now Greco steps up and in with a wrist shot. Colgan the save, and he hangs on. No rebound there. 4:34 into this third period. 3-2 Athens. Colgan fixing his mitt here. On top of the cage here, down to the right of our broadcast location. He comes out to his left for this faceoff. Zajic, Frolov, Legkov, Abdella, and Bedard. Mackin across from Zajic for the faceoff. One back to the right point. Here's Greco carrying it down. He centers, and it ends up in the far side corner. Just missed the ref. Legkov kicking it free. Behind the net. And on to the left side, here's Frolov. Ahead, Abdella tipping it on. Too far for Legkov. Greco looking ahead. Finds Virgili. In on the right wing side. Delayed and sent it back out to center there as he was pressured by Frolov. Puck dumped back in. Abdella will collect it. Go behind his own net with it. 5:15 into period number 3. It is 3-2 Athens as Johnson forces Abdella out the right side of his own net. And now it's turned over left side. Milan carrying behind, tried to center. That hit a body, fed to the left point, and down it goes. And now a race. Here's Legkov. He'll get there first. Way out to play at his sails. He'll backhand it around to Greco. Greco fires it down the ice and on Colgan, who elects to just cover. They'll take the face off, and now Milan, a little snow shower for Colgan, and that's going to bring some shoving with it. 5:43 into the third. Third period action presented by Pepsi. We'll take a break, come back with more here in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, third period action presented by Pepsi. How about tonight's crowd? 6,867 fans on hand here for Pride Night. A fantastic attendance here at Florence Center. Absolutely love it. Great job, everybody, and kudos to this organization as they continue to build on the return of hockey here to the PD and celebrating hockey heritage here in the PD tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. So the face-off to the left of Colgan here. 3-2, it remains Rock Lobsters. Kolatarsi with a shot in on goal right off that face-off. That one deflected as it reached the crease. And Glukariev up top. Kolatarsi swings it over. One-time shot. Right pad save Colgan. He boots it away to the corner. Kolatarsi back on the right side. He'll wrap it around. And on the far side, Razilov clearing it ahead. Robinson onto the right side to Gullo. Gullo ahead looking for Hamilton. Couldn't quite squeeze it through there. And Glukariev helps it back in. Colgan will leave it off on the near side. Puck doesn't leave the zone, though. Van Durken turning with it. Feeds it up top. Down the right side, Shinkarik with a wrist shot. Save Colgan. Rebound is free. Scoots it ahead. Hamilton will get it out over the line. Turn back in the other way. Della Savita on to the right wing side. McGill Diaz with a lead through center. Deflected on in by Hamilton. Puck at the side of the net. Sales elects to cover. Thought the better of it. He was going to play it, but then Hamilton came right in on him. So now 6:47 into the third period, 3-2. Rock Lobsters leading it here. Shots are 32-28 in favor of PD. Puck drop to the left of Sales. Pushed along, and it does come to center now. Athens trying to move it ahead. On the left side, here's Leafers into the left wing corner. He'll curl, try to go back up the wall for Gilly. Behind the net, off the stick of Mack, ends up on the near side. Marcinkiewicz into the corner. McGill Diaz flips it around to the far side. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz over there. Getting it, pop off, left side, McGill Diaz. Ahead, Dominik's Marcinkiewicz. That one is kicked back, and that put the play offside. 7:20 into the third. Face-off outside. The IceCats line. Zajac winning it back, and Milan breaks his stick on the play as it's dumped down the ice. They wave off the icing here, and it hits Zajac. Stays in the zone. Up top, there's a quick shot. Sails a right pad save. And Athens trying to go back the other way. Now Abdella is going to go to the box. He put the hit there on Johnson. They'll give him interference. That was close on the interference call, but second power play of the night for the Rock Lobsters. I know the fans don't like it, but I think that one was just slightly on the other side of being able to be called. And face off to the right of Colgan. Back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Another broken stick on the play. This one for Van Durken. All of a sudden, twigs are just snapping for Athens here. Here's Abdella trying to play it up the boards and down the ice. Athens will regroup. They lead at 3-2. Now with a minute and a half to go on their second power play of the night with a 0 for 1. Puck ends up in the near corner, and it's cleared out by Razilov off a stanchion. It kicks all the way back down. They'll switch out the D pair to Popoff and McGill Diaz. Wilson out there with Dominik's Marcinkiewicz on this kill. Milan on the right side. He gets bumped off at the line. That puts the play offside. And again, a whistle here. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. 11:32 left to go in this third period. And PD continues to trail by a goal. Boy, they have had a couple opportunities, but not many. We'd love to see him capitalize. Puck sent down the ice. Ends up in behind the net. Mack try to feed it up top. He'll go to the left point, and now they'll move it around. Athens trying to set it up. Backdoor feed for Virgili off his shin pads. McGill Diaz able to clear it out. Tied up at the line. They push it. Well, I thought that was going to be offside, but no, play continues. And the puck fed up the wall. Wilson trying to get over to it. 20 seconds ago on the man advantage. Into the high slot. Here's a chance. Mack with a wrister. That one tipped to the glass. Onto the far side, a bouncer for Virgili. He sent it behind the net. Croucher has to chase it up the near side. Wall time ticking down to the power play, though. Razilov with a swat can't get it out. It comes to the line, not out, and it is tipped up in the air, stays in. Far side, Shakarik, a shot blocked by Razilov. IceCats back to full strength as Dominic Smarcinkevics lost it to Croucher. Croucher back in, and, well, they call it good. There's a chance up top, they score. Off the goal stick of Colgan. He thought he popped it to the corner, but Mack with the goal. I would like to see if the IceCats challenge that for offside. I'm not sure that play was onside. I don't know if they will. And again, at the expiration of a penalty, it's not a power play goal. If this one does stand and they don't challenge it, Mack will have his second of the night. So Athens now up 4-2. And we are into the back half of this third period. PD's got his work cut out for it. Here's Gullo. Moving it ahead on the right side. Robinson in with a shot. Tipped out of play. That'll get us to a break. 9:44 to go here in the third. Stay tuned. More coming your way. Third period action brought to you by Pepsi. This is IceCats Hockey.
'From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
.944 to go here in the third period. Sweet Caroline playing here at Florence Center. 4-2. Athens in the lead. And right now the PD IceCats with this offensive zone draw, but they need to find something here. A little bit of inspiration, maybe a little bit of perspiration. Although there's plenty of that here on a warm, muggy night. Face-off controlled by PD. Hamilton tried to force a shot through. It was blocked out of the zone by Johnson. And he'll send it in from center. Into the near corner it goes. Bedard will send it around the rim. Robinson waiting for it over there. Puts it up the boards. And now on the right side, Hamilton to center. Try to play it across. And that one intercepted. Turned right back. And knocked down by Greco. But following on is Gullo, left side. He'll move it into the left wing corner. Gullo tried to leave it back. And Johnson will turn it right back up the wall. Now back the other way comes Athens. In on the right side, Milan. Tried to leave it up in space there, and instead it was knocked away into the corner. Kaijan sending it behind the net. Boy, there are just sticks flying everywhere in this one. That one didn't break, though, as Bedard picks it up. Gullo moving it ahead. He's up by himself. Rest of the IceCats are changing. Under 9 to go in the third. 4-2 Athens. Lead for Legkov. Didn't connect. Back to Glukariev at center. Athens in on the left side. Rister deflects into the far side corner. Van Durken. Glukariev. Glukariev pushing into the near side. Croucher after it. Ends up at the point, and that one leaks past Greco. He's going to back up to his own line with it. Athens trying to turn it right back the other way. Della Savita at center. Legkov into the right wing. Knocked down over there. Greco backhands it out. Razilov off the dasher up the left side. Past Paralot. Into the left side corner. Frolov behind the net. Legkov out the right wing. Up to the half wall. Top of the circle to the point. Leaves for Razilov down the right side. Cycles it around. Puck fed to the lead point now where Legkov cutting. Back to his left with a wrist shot, and that one is stopped by Sales. Now it's cleared out again by Athens. Boy, that's one of the things that PD has not done a whole lot of here is sustained zone time and getting multiple chances. Fed ahead on the right side. Here's Houston Wilson in over the line. He tried to flip into space. Legkov curls out, goes for a change. Shinkarik up the near side to Van Durken. Van Durken in on the right wing, in over the line, waits, feeds, Kolatarsi, chips into the near corner. Virgili sends it behind the net, Popoff, Leafers, they collide. Wilson in that pile trying to move it along. Wilson out with it, ahead to Dominic Smarcinkevics, back to McGill Diaz, right side to Patrick Smarcinkevics, hopped on him and he lost it. Back on the left side, Leafers hooking it up top, but Dominic Smarcinkevics there, a lead back towards Patrick's, went off his stick to the far wall. Athens trying to change as they drive in. Leafer stays out, looking to work in on goal. And McGill Diaz, nice job to stand him up. Puck turned over the other way, and it's deflected out of play. 5-0 left to go here in the third period. 4-2. Rock Lobsters in the lead. And the IceCats still searching for an answer here. Draw coming up to the right of Colgan. Gullo in there for it. And he's able to win it over to the right side. Gilbert chopping it ahead to center. Hamilton moving it up. Hamilton on the wing. His shot. That one is blocked. Ends up in behind the net. Drifts free to the far corner. Nobody sees it yet. Yeah, it's reversed around, and Kolatarsi will chase it. Just fired off the dasher ahead to center. Johnson was breaking, trying to get behind Abdella, but he read it. Stayed with him and turned it right back the other way. Gullo dumps in from center. Sales will backhand it along. Kolatarsi onto the near side. And Gilbert steals it back, but then had it slapped away. Down it goes. Abdella getting it across to Bedard. Bedard moving it ahead. Athens on the regroup. Both teams changing the lines. Kolatarsi right side to Johnson. In over the line, puck Abdella had it taken away there, and that crash against the glass, and outside of the net. Colgan, a left pad save there on Leafers, and now Frolov the other way. Gives it to Zajac wide on the right side. Into the high slot, Legkov in, wrist shot, and that one hit a stick on the way in. Ends up in the far wall. Zajac, right point, Della Savita scores! Dominic Della Savita lets it go from the right point, and the puck finds its way in on the glove side past Sales. It's a one-goal game. Once again, the IceCats now trail 4-3. They needed that break right there. I don't believe that puck was tipped in front. I think that'll be Della Savita's goal. But, boy, that's a huge boost of momentum. Croucher right back in with a shot, and that one deflected wide. It is Dominic Della Savita, his fourth. Here's Van Durken down the slot with a shot, tipped into the far corner. And puck at the side of the net. Nobody knows where it is. It's behind the goal now. As it ends up around to the right point, not out. Kolatarsi to the right half wall to Croucher. They'll swing it past Van Durken around to the far side. And now into space. Wilson can't clear it out. McGill Diaz will try the near side. They'll go across the ice. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. That one hopped past him. Under 5 minutes to go now in the third period. That should be icing against Athens. It is. It'll get us to a break. 4:47 to go here in the third. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
John Denver echoing through the Florence Center. Sing-along time here, as it often is, late in the third period. 4:45 to go in this Pepsi third period. 4-3 Athens. Dominic Delasabita has just given the crowd life and energy as he has tied it with his fourth, or not tied it, brought him within a goal. Maybe I'm trying to put that out there into the hockey verse, huh? 14:23, time of the goal for Delasabita from Dennis Zajac. And PD is within 1. Face off to the right of Sales, trying to pick up the win here against his old team. PD, meanwhile, doing everything to spoil it for him. Face off is won back by Athens in their own end. Backhanded around to the right point. Not out yet. Kolatarski will flip it out this time, and a bouncer down the ice. No icing here. Delasabita after it. Coughed up in the slot area. There's a chance, but Lowell couldn't force it through the traffic. Pardon me, that was Virgili. Back the other way. Here comes Legkov. Legkov driving into Zajac on the right side of the shot. Save, rebound. Legkov tries to stuff it at the post, and Sales scissors the pad shut to hang on. Legkov tried to stuff it back in at that near post, and Sales had to be quick to close it off. Wilson and the Marcinkiewicz twins out there. They tie up in the circle. Athens ends up with it. And they'll send it down the ice off the mitt of Dominic's Marcinkiewicz, and coming way out to play to center is Colgan off the mitt of Wilson. It's sent back in, offside for the moment. Athens now tags up. PD. Again, having a tough time with this Athens forecheck here. Wilson had it knocked off his stick. Abdella tied up by Johnson. Malik Johnson's just been everywhere in the forecheck tonight. Hard to deal with. Turned over in the slot. Rolling puck shot wide. Max already got 2. He's looking for the hat trick. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Abdella, right side. Now getting it back. Patrick Marcinkiewicz through center. In over the line. Has help. Gives it to Dominic's. Wraps it around. Tried to put it in front. That pass is blocked. And now it's cleared to the line and down. Colgan out to play it. And he'll fire it back ahead quickly. Dominic Marcinkiewicz up with the puck. Swings it across. Patrick's on the wall. Try to chip it to himself. Miguel Diaz gets it back towards Patrick's. Patrick's to Dominic's. Left side. Wilson down the left wing wall. Chopped off his stick to the left point. Miguel Diaz holding on. Miguel Diaz all the way down to the corner. And finally lost it. Leafers out the far side around the rim. Pop off right point. Good keep. Sends it back deep. Greco far side corner. IceCats change it up again. Under 3 to go in regulation. 4-3 your score. Athens in the lead. That's an icing call against the Rock Lobsters. .253 to go here in the third. Face-off will be to the right of Sales. Zajic looking over his left shoulder at Legkov. And the faceoff won back by Athens. They played around to the right point. Della Savita keeping it in. Zajic, far side, Legkov. Frolov. Della Savita backhands it down the wall again. Down low to Zajic. He's tied up on the boards. The pile forms. Legkov knocked down and around the rim to the right point again. Della Savita on the blue line. Back to Frolov at the circle. Backdoor feed, and he couldn't connect with Razilov. Now Della Savita, his shot saves, sails, rebound in the slot. Left point, left up top. Della Savita over one time. Frolov ripped it wide into the skates of Legkov, and he couldn't get himself loose to get a shot as it's cleared to center. Della Savita will fire it back in. Boy, Lowell took a heavy shoulder from Frolov trying to get that puck out, and he is skating very slowly. Jesse Lowell got absolutely smoked, and now Frolov battling in front of the net as he took a chop there from Greco. I don't know if they were going to call anything on that or not. I think they're both going to go now. Yep, Frolov and Greco both into the box. .18:04, time of the penalties. Well, we'll see. I think are going to even up. We could be 4-on-4 for the rest of regulation here, which means it'll be 5-on-4. Well, let's see here. Still nothing up on the clock. All right, Greco has a 1 and 43-second penalty. I'm sure that's not how that's supposed to work. 1:56 to go here in this third period. Let's see. So, yeah, Frolov's got 2. I imagine Greco's going to get 2. Unless Greco somehow picks up 4. But I don't think that's going to happen. Might take him a minute to get that cleared out of there. Let's see here. New scoreboard, who dis? Trying to make sure they get it right. Referee's over there talking to the penalty timekeeper. If nothing else, you've got Frolov's penalty up there to go and time things out by, which is fine because there's no chance they get out before the end of regulation. It will just carry over 4 seconds into overtime if we get there. Yeah, so they just pulled Greco's penalty off the board. Let's see if they're going to put it up. All right, they do put it back up. So here we are. 1:56 left to go in this third period. It's 4-3 Athens in the lead. Zajic winning the faceoff back. Colgan is creeping, but not out yet. Legkov will bring it ahead, and there goes Colgan to the bench. Marcinkiewicz in on the left side. That's Patrick's. Extra skater is Wilson. On to the right side. Dominic's up top to Patrick's. Patrick's with a shot block. Kicks towards the line, and he'll send it down the wall, but is picked off and sent down towards the empty net and wide by Athens. Marcinkiewicz down for the touch on the icing whistle. 1:29 to go in regulation. Colgan on the bench for the extra man. Zajic, Legkov, Wilson, and the Marcinkiewicz twins. They'll try to operate it like a power play here. And if I'm Athens, I mean, I don't mind taking shots at the empty net despite the icing. They got to back the wings up again as they creep in. Bouncing puck in the circle. Fed back to the left point. Patrick Smarson-Kevix. High slot. Legkov doesn't shoot. Knocked down. Hooks it into the corner. Crowd wants a call. They're not going to get it. Dominic's right side. Moving it around. Here's Zajac battling back there. It's cleared to the line, and Patrick's with a block. He sweeps it over. It's kept it on the left side. Legkov. And behind the net, Marcinkevic side of the net, and the shot is blocked. Now a chance here at the empty cage, but that's cut off. Patrick Marcinkevic backing on the left side. Legkov tips it in. Trying to keep it on the wing. Houston Wilson. Wilson had it knocked off his stick to center. Under a minute to go here. The extra man is out. It's a 5-on-4 situation as Legkov wheels through center. Legkov quickly in, tries to split the D, puck into the right side. Over to the near wing, Houston Wilson. Patrick's left point. To the middle of the blue line, over to Dominic's right half wall. His wrist shot blocked off a shin pad in front there. Here's Wilson out the near side with it. Wilson to the right half wall. Wilson looking, high slot. Patrick Marcinkevic through traffic. A blocker save sails. Wilson in the near corner to the left point. Zajac to the right side. Marcinkevic rips it wide. Rebound. Legkov backhand stopped by Sales. Side of the net. Dominic Marcinkevic carries behind. Out the near side on the backhand. Flips it across to the right point. Patrick's with a bouncing puck. 4 seconds. Running out of time. They need to shoot it. Dominic's will let it go. Save Sales, and the game is over. Athens holds on. So the IceCats only get 1 point on the weekend. A regulation win tonight for Athens. And the point streak stops at 6 games for the PD IceCats. 4-3 your final. We're going to push on into postgame show territory. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way here in just a moment. We'll have the 3 stars of the game here for you as well. The post-game show brought to you by Gorgon Distilling. 4-3 your final. Rock Lobsters over the IceCats. This is PD IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here in the postgame show brought to you by Gorgon Distilling. Tom Callahan here with you. Let's take a look back at the scoring in this one. As the Athens Rock Lobsters tonight 4-3 winners over the PD IceCats. It all started back in the first at 14:50. An unassisted goal off the stick of Joe Mack got us kicked off, and it was 1-0 at that point. Into the second period, The IceCats tied it up at 2:02. Frolov is 12th of the year from Legkov and Della Savita, and then at 10:06, the IceCats grab the lead. Dominic Smarcinkiewicz is 26th from Patrick Smarcinkiewicz and Houston Wilson. It was 2-1, but the lead lasted only 26 seconds. Garrett Milan with a goal that was initially disallowed, but then the Rock Lobsters challenged and won the challenge. Johnson and Lowell the assist. At 10:32, we're now tied at 2, and at 14:29, after the expiration of a power play, Croucher scores an even-strength goal from Shinkarik and Virgili. And that established a 3-2 lead for the Rock Lobsters heading into the third. They stretched it to 4-2. Mack once again with a goal, this time assist going to Croucher and Virgili at 9:53. It got interesting late. The IceCats got within a goal. 14:23, Dominic Della Savita, his 4th of the season from Dennis Zajdzik, and now they've added an assist on that goal to Legkov. But that was as close as the IceCats could get in this one tonight, as they fall short in a 4-3 loss, and the point streak ends at 6 games for the PD IceCats. Shots by period for the Athens Rock Lobsters, 9 in the first, 13 in the second, 7 in the third for 29. And for the IceCats, 8 in the first, 22 shots in the second period, 9 in the third, 39 your totals. Power plays. Meanwhile, the IceCats, unfortunately, tonight go 0 for 4 with a man advantage. Rock Lobsters 0 for 2. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll head on over to the out-of-town scoreboard, see what's going on around the FPHL here this evening. We'll fill you in on that, and we'll also take one final look back here at the weekend. And don't forget, it is Pride Night here. Thanks to everybody who came out. 67-87 on hand here at Florence Center. And a fantastic evening, fantastic weekend of IceCats hockey. And I'll tell you what, looking forward to this charge down through to the playoffs now. We are into the stretch run. We'll talk more about it in just a moment. This is IceCats hockey.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guest paid for their testimonial.
Grab me one too.
And we are back at the Gorgat Distilling postgame show. Tom Callahan back here with you as we are wrapping things up. 4-3 Athens claims the victory here tonight. Let's take a look back at the out-of-town scoreboard. Around the rest of the league tonight, Blue Ridge 4-2 winners over Danbury this evening. 5-2 Port Huron tops Indiana. And in overtime, Columbus beats Monroe. So no chance for the Moccasins to clinch tonight. 10-2. That one's about to go final. Binghamton over Watertown tonight, but still 12 seconds of agony left for Watertown fans. 2-1 at the end of the second. The Twin City Thunderbirds leading the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And then in the NHL, finals from earlier tonight, you've got the Canadiens 4-3 over the Kings. Jets 3-2 over the Canucks. That took overtime. As did the Mammoths 5-4 win over the Blue Jackets. 5-2 Lightning topped the Leafs in a shootout. Flyers 4-3 over the Penguins. Sabres 3-2 over the Predators. 6-3 Devils over the Rangers. 3-1 Bruins over the Capitals. 10 o'clock games just getting underway. You've got Islanders and Sharks, Hurricanes and Flames, and the Senators at the Kraken. Men's top 25 college hoops. 2 late starts tonight, an 11 Eastern tip. Number 2, Arizona at Colorado, and number 10, Texas Tech at BYU. In the second half, number 16, Alabama leads Auburn 69-44. Boy, did Auburn's program go downhill so quickly. Number 1, Duke 76-61 over number 17, North Carolina. Number 4, UConn losing to unranked Marquette 68-62. Number 5, Florida 84-77 over Kentucky. Number 6, Iowa State 86-65 over Arizona State. Number 7, Houston 82-75 over Oklahoma State. Number 13, Virginia 76-72 over Virginia Tech. Number 14, Kansas 104-85 over Kansas State. Wisconsin beats number 15, Purdue 97-93. Number 20, Arkansas needed OT to beat Missouri 88-84. Number 22, Miami losing to Louisville 92-89. Number 24, Vanderbilt beats number 23, Tennessee 86-82. And George Mason beats number 25, St. Louis 86-57. So there's a look at your men's top 25 college hoops as we approach March Madness. Well, here tonight, it was a 4-3 final in favor of the Athens Rock Lobsters, and unfortunately for the PD IceCats, they just could not quite find enough offense in the tank here this evening. And leg call with a couple of assists. Dominic Della Savita with a goal and an assist on the evening as well for him. So good evening on the offensive side, but again, I'm sure there's going to be some stuff to take out of this, and head coach Gary Graham is going to look back at this one and try to help figure it out moving forward here. And don't forget, we are back in action on Wednesday night in Athens against this same Rock Lobsters team in a makeup game, and that game that was snowed out back a couple of months ago. So again, that is this Wednesday at 7:05 Eastern Time at Aikens Ford Arena. That means a 6:50 pregame show, and that is before the Columbus River Dragons come to town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the weekend. So, all right, everybody. Well, I just want to say thanks to my crew here for getting us through this weekend, which has been an awful fun weekend, results accepted. It's been a lot of fun to bring you this PD IceCats weekend of hockey here, and we look forward to certainly more home games coming up, as I mentioned, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Huge weekend set against the Columbus River Dragons. Come on out. We need you, and we would love to have another 6,800 or even 7,000 fans pack the Florence Center. So one more time, your final score here tonight, Athens 4, PD 3. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.